I got the wrong thing up on stream, man. Look y'all, look at me. I'm just messing up all day today. Y'all happy? How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling? Everybody.
Yeah.
What's
Yo,
going on? Look at Wally with the energy, man. I like that, Wally.
what up, dog?
Rob over here doing the bankhead bounce.
Nah, man. That ain't what the,
I know that in the bankhead.
yeah, that's the Detroit, that's some Detroit shit.
Oh shit. Hey, look, y'all, man. Look, we made it back, man. It's another week. Look, it's been it's the video's probably gonna lag today, y'all. I'm just gonna let y'all know. We gonna push through it regardless. It's probably gonna lag on my side. I gotta call my internet provider. Cause my front internet and my backup internet don't want to work. So it is what it is. But
Nah, more like just StreamYard.
is it StreamYard?
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
telling you, it's really StreamYard, bro.
Man, I swear, man, I'm about to call and cuss out Spectrum. They about to make me call and cuss out Spectrum, and if it
No,
ain't
look,
Spectrum,
trust me, bro. If you talk to Canadian more, he'll literally tell you it's StreamYard. It's nothing
well,
else.
we about to have a problem with them because they taking my money. But look, y'all, we are back. We are back again with another one. J Talk Sports, Sports Talk with Rob, Death Note here. Lex is in the building in the chat. You got Wally up here, and I'm just going ahead and say this ahead of time. Let me go ahead and preface this. Look, man, I went 6-0 last week. That shit didn't happen. That shit didn't happen this week.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get that on off. We're gonna get that off the plate. It is what it is, man. Like I just wanna go and put that up there right now. But something very surprising is I think something funny is gonna surprise all of y'all when we get into the nitty gritty of this shit. Like it's
He
gonna
gonna
be
say Alexis got 100%.
No.
it might be somebody else. It
Yeah.
might be.
I mean,
It
I know I
might
got
be.
100%.
Oh man, look, we come out the gate with it. Ain't that what Alexis said? She wanted her her shit to be Alexis straight out the gate or some shit like that. What is it? I can't remember, man. It was a long time ago. But look, y'all, we had a whole week of playoff games. It came down to some nitty gritty on some, and we had a lot of people go home. We made our picks. But before we go into even getting into the games, gotta go around the panel. So I'm gonna start with Rob. Tell them what it is. It don't matter. I don't care. Just say something to him.
Yeah, what up, though, people? It's your boy Rob, man. Catch me on What We Know podcast, man. We should have dropped something this week. We didn't do a show last week, but um, but yeah, man, catch me over there. Also Sports Talk with Rob. Catch me out, with JBJ, and yeah, follow me on Instagram. Thankful_Robert. I'm ready for the show for the day, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm activated. You know,
Ooh, got that wanna. You ain't got that wanna over there.
yeah, done with the gummies today. So.
I ain't gonna hold you. I almost said something about somebody. Next, we go on to Death Note.
Oh, you dry snitching now. You dry snitching now. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I didn't say nothing.
I hear you. Anyways, what up, family? You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for stopping by again. This week is gonna be a pretty big week. I turned into the J of this week. You know what I'm saying? Should have switched, but it is what it is. It's gonna be a good show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about next week. I think some people gonna be upset in this upcoming week, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm really looking forward to
Mm,
hearing the results.
Oh yeah. I think so too. Death Note. Somebody kryptonite is pulling up.
mm, mm.
Just
Uh,
A lot of things happened this week, y'all. But
oh man.
gotta here go through the whole group. We got Wally. Wally, what you got for the folks,
What
man?
it is, man. You know what it time it is. Y'all can find me here over at JBJ Network on Wednesdays, every Wednesdays, if we have a live. Other than that, you can damn sure, stay tuned to notifications. You can listen to some uploads we got going on. Also, you can find me over at Wealth Talk Productions throughout social media. Yeah, already know. Let's get going.
Bing, bing, bing. Look, y'all. I don't know what's going on tonight, but I just feel like we got three people that are confident and happy about the results of their pick from last week, and I just seem like the odd man out. I just seem like the odd man out. I don't know why.
Hey, look, it's all good, man. You got 6-0. At least you got that far, right?
I think this week he got like 1-3. What was it? 1-3.
We gonna, we not gonna tell the people what I got yet. We gonna find out.
Oh
I got 1 L, I think.
Man, look, I will give y'all a upside. Everybody that made picks did good this week, besides just me.
Oh man.
But we getting into it, y'all. Look, we ain't finna sit here and talk shit about myself right now. Look, that is irrelevant. But first thing that we had over the week, boom, getting that thing up on screen. We had my Chiefs, and we're about to start lag. Just so anybody that knows, you're in the comment section, you're watching, we're gonna lag right now. If this is StreamYard, bro, if it's a StreamYard problem, man, I swear I'm about to, man, me and StreamYard problem, they're gonna have to pay for a free month of StreamYard for me for lagging my shit. But we had the Chiefs versus the Jaguars, y'all. And the game was actually, it got a little close. But everybody on the panel, we normally don't agree on most things, but we agreed on this. Everybody picked the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won. So I'm gonna start with, matter of fact, I'm gonna start with Wally because he a Pat Mahomes hater.
Oh no! Don't you dare say that! Don't you dare say that!
He said, "How dare you?"
I respect Patrick Mahomes, but I will say for that game, he could have lost that one. He damn sure could have lost that.
And he could have lost his ankle too.
That too. But that team, bro. If Jaguars didn't mess up certain plays, they could have actually lost.
I think that's usually how people lose games. You know, they don't execute on certain plays. So I agree.
But nonetheless, I mean, this game was good. For what it was, this game was good. Other than Patrick Mahomes getting injured.
Yeah, I think people loving that.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that might be the setback.
Matter of fact, there's no and Rob. Y'all both gonna be able to hit this. I'm sorry with Rob first. Go ahead, Rob. Thoughts on this game?
Pretty good. Good game. You know, I was a little worried. You know, I ain't know if Pat Mahomes gonna come back from that ankle injury or not, but you could tell when he did came back, was like still bothering him a little bit. But I mean, the Chiefs did what they had to do. You know, playing the Jaguars. I mean, they're the team. They looking real good for the future. So surprisingly, the Chiefs defense did pretty good. You know, because I feel like the Chiefs defense been kind of inconsistent. Well, not kind of, but they've been inconsistent all season. So they did what they had to do to make some stops. Yeah, you know, Trevor Lawrence. I think, you know, this is a learning experience. You know, the mistakes that he did last playoff games, you know, he couldn't do this playoffs game, especially dealing with a team with experience. So, I mean, it was a good game. You know, I'm not really surprised. You know, the Chiefs did what they did.
Yeah, I ain't surprised either, man. Good job. Let's see. Corey came in here and said 49ers Bengals Super Bowl. Bengals win. Look, we gonna have a conversation about that in a second. Just so you know, sir. We're gonna have a conversation about it because we got a pick. And the sad part is I want people in the chat to also make their picks. When we cover these games, make your picks. Write that shit down. Yeah, I want to see if somebody gonna come on here and damn make better picks than me. I can't shit because we got to see how this week plays out first. But either way, though, Death Note, you saw the game, sir. What were your thoughts?
So my thoughts on this game is that they're already getting the narrative ready for next week. But I'm not gonna spoil just yet. Because you know I already got my picks for who gonna be in the Super Bowl and who gonna win it. But
man, look at this man.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Planning.
Hey man, prevents poor performance. But anyways, you know I'm just glad that they're starting to get that narrative out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So that way, You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna get his money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, hey man, he played injured. You know, that's an excuse. So what up, What up, Foxy?
Foxy here. Foxy showed up for me tonight.
Yeah. Nah, she
Hey,
didn't show up for
Foxy.
you.
Hey, Foxy.
She didn't show up for you.
Okay, never mind. Hey, Foxy.
She said JBJ, but see, she put my whole name in there. Big up to Death Note.
What the hell is going on
Hey,
tonight?
Foxy was killing spell. Look what it is.
Check you out.
Look.
Check you
Hey.
out, Foxy. You got young niggas going crazy.
Hey, Wally, look, man. She's a little delusional. That's her only flaw, bro. That's her only flaw, bro. That's her only flaw.
Nope. Salute to the Steelers. You ain't know what time it is. Big ups.
We ain't worried about them squealers.
We ain't worried about them damn dirty felts.
All right, look, we ain't finna start the rivalry early tonight, man. We ain't even got past the first game. Alexis popped up in here, and we already know Alexis is the show's representative for Kansas City because, you know, that's my team. So I feel like I got a 24/7 cheerleader around here, even though she's not a cheerleader because she's been, like she would tell y'all, effing with Kansas City way longer than me. So Alexis, look at this. I just gave you all that, and you had to say some crazy shit, huh? You just had to say something. Look, I ain't giving her shit. I ain't giving her nothing no more.
That's not crazy. That's an actual same comment. My first jersey was a Larry Johnson jersey. I mean, look, it's been a long time, Chief fan. So I don't know where you came in, but we're so gracious that you're here. Anyway.
Give me your thoughts on the game.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it, and I love because everybody was talking about Patrick and Patrick's that do, but I love when Chad Henne come in and do what he do and make something go on for a 98-yard drive. Travis Kelce for the TD. Everybody, I don't know how everybody feel about their backup quarterback, but when we need Chad Henne to come through and do what he do, he does.
I didn't even know Chad Henne was still in the league.
Chad Henne been our backup quarterback since Patrick started. He's been the backup quarterback that long. We ain't got no second. It's Chad Henne, and y'all see why it's Chad Henne. But yeah, Chiefs Kingdom, anything's possible, and I'm out. That's all.
Shout out to Chad Henne in Michigan on.
Oh, man, look, all right, Alexis. She came in with that thunder, man. I'm glad the Chiefs played first, so we got that out the way. And that's my squad, man. Everybody got a point. Everybody got a point. All right. So everybody got 1 point. We're going on to the next game, y'all. Ooh, I was talking a lot of shit about this one.
I would have been undefeated for some reason.
Oh yeah, you was talking all this crazy.
I talk a lot of shit about this one right here. Look, I tell on myself.
Daniel Jones got me. He made me the believer. Oh.
Hey man, look, and Rob, I feel for you for coming with me on this, man. Look, man, I was surprised with that. I ain't gonna lie. I would have looked if it was like 38, 35. I would have been like, man, cool. But not 38-7. That was.
Hey man,
that was
same
bad.
thing they did last game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they purposely lost this game because they didn't want to go to the next round. And the reason I say that is because
they don't play.
I know, but listen. All season long, who have they been using? Saquon Barkley. Mm-hmm. But you mean to tell me that your most efficient running back, you guys only ran 3 times in the first half and 6 times in the second half? I watched that game. I was like, you guys are stupid. They didn't run the ball at all. And literally to be able to have a fighting chance, you have to establish some sort of run. And the only reason they got those 7 points is because when they started the third quarter, guess what they started doing? Running with Saquon Barkley, and then they pulled his ass again, and he ain't played again. So my whole thing is this: you can't sit up here and run your whole season and get to the playoffs on one man's back, and then all of a sudden when you get to the playoffs, you bench him. That makes absolutely no sense. So it is what it is.
Yeah, they outcoached themselves, but look, y'all, everybody gets a point for this one besides me and Rob. We the only two that don't get a point for this one. So, Wally, Alexis.
Isn't this Rob Switch?
Yeah, this actually was the switch.
Yeah, when he switched, I was like, "You crazy."
I thought he was a smart ass man.
Yeah, I know. That's why y'all both over there looking. Anyways, next game.
Yeah,
I was fooled by Daniel Jones.
Look, man, he was. They was on the roll, man. They were hot.
Yeah.
They was probably one of the hottest teams in the playoffs.
They still on the roll. They rolling right back to the house.
Rolling out.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, I gotta take it. Man. I went out on a limb for them, and they didn't come through. I literally picked up the phone and called my pops because my pops keep saying the Eagles gonna win the Super Bowl. I called him. I was like, "Hey, man, y'all got away with them. Y'all got it." He's like, hey, he started laughing like a motherfucker. I'm like, look, I'll just be honest with you, man. Look, you keep talking about these boys. I don't look. I got reservations. I'll just put it like that. But whatever the hell. We're not even talking about this game, man. It hurt my feelings, man. We're not talking about that one. Let's just go on to the next game. Let's just go to the next one. The next one was the Bengals and the fucking Bills. All right. Now look, everybody on the panel picked the Bengals.
But
except me.
That boy Joey Ice. He put all the niggas on ice. In the snow.
What's going on out here? As much as I love purple,
man, look, y'all man, shut up. Look, y'all look, don't feel no type of way because I don't like Josh Allen like that. And I really like Joe Burrow, but I just thought I had like the diamond in the rough right there. I was like, look, it's gonna happen.
Man, you've been repping Joe Burrow the whole season. Calling him the best quarterback, calling him the second best quarterback. Second best quarterback. And I don't know how you call him I don't know how you call him the second best because he ain't lost to the Chiefs yet. But anyways, you call him the second best. You call him the second best quarterback. And you didn't have no faith in him? Come on, bro.
I had a lot of faith in him. I just
apparently not.
What's the defect? That's what he voted against.
If y'all look, you gotta admit this. I'm gonna break down why I picked them, and you tell me if it's logical or not. The Bills had a better defense, yes or no?
From the
apparently not.
Plays?
No, I'm just saying, like on paper,
on paper.
All on paper.
Yeah, on paper.
They had a better defense.
Yeah,
the Bills had a better offensive line, right?
I want necessarily say better defense, man, because shit, the Bills' offense they kind of fell off when Von Miller went down, so they wasn't really getting that pressure to the quarterback ever since he went down. Shit, teams that they should have like blown out, they gave up some points. I don't know. I mean, I just think honestly. The Bengals and Bills are pretty much similar. They know when to just get a stop when you probably need one.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why you guys are getting skewed by the facts is because the Bills started out strong.
Yeah.
But the second half of the season, they were not playing like the Bills. No. So all these numbers that you're seeing is because they were so hot in the first half of the season that now. You know what I'm saying? You're gauging these games based off of that rather than looking at, hey, look at their last 3 games. Their last 3 games was completely fucking trash. Or their last 3 games, you know what I'm saying? They looked like they were struggling out there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had a hangover from the previous night. You know, they didn't show up sometimes. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't just like the Lions. The Lions, if you gauge right now what their numbers look like, that's because the first half of the season completely fucked them over.
Yeah. Same thing with the Bengals, Dev Note. Beginning of the season, man,
they started sputtering.
They look rocky as hell, you know what I'm saying? You know, but towards the second of the season, like the Bills and Bengals, you know, they switched. You know what I'm saying? They switched. You know, second half of the season, the Bengals was getting hot. second half of the season with the Bills, they just started declining a little bit. You know,
I'm gonna ask Dev Note this question because this
All right.
this will help y'all understand where my mindset was when I picked them. And look, man, I gotta take the L, man. That's two of them right there already, back to back, bing
The
bing
L
in my
getting
face.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I swear it don't look good around here, y'all. But the Bengals almost lost to the Ravens with a backup quarterback.
hmm
Do you think the Ravens with a backup quarterback is better than the team that went on the field in Buffalo?
no, you gotta think too, bro. Football, like it's
So
matchups too, bro. Like, you know,
no. So here's the difference though with that, right? What you have to understand as well is that every year, year in, year out, there are three teams that the Ravens always study their film. That's the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns.
they all in
So
a division, yeah.
So because we always play them, like for instance, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the reason why those games historically in the past were always low scoring games is because they know us so well and we know them so well. And the same
Yeah,
thing
it's
with
like
the Bengals. Like we know their weaknesses, they know our weaknesses, and we can exploit their weaknesses. Unfortunately, we didn't have the quarterback to get us over the edge, and we had turnovers. But yeah, so the
it's
Bengals
like
can beat
Alabama
anybody,
Auburn.
but we study them. Yeah, we study them the whole year.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to say real quick, because I'm tired of everybody saying this. Joe Burrow did not beat our quarterback. Joe Burrow beat our defense. That's what it comes down to. Every game that we played Joe Burrow, the games have always been close because it doesn't have nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow because they both are good quarterbacks. If the other part of their team is not doing what they're supposed to do or lacking in something, which we all have said it, that our defense has not been the best, then of course it's going to come out
wait,
to something is going to weigh. Joe Burrow is not beating Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is beating our defense.
Yeah, but the
Wait.
Bengals is also beating Patrick
Wait.
Mahomes.
That
Pat.
no, because y'all acting like Joe Burrow's numbers as far as quarterback and ratings and stuff like that is surpassing Patrick Mahomes. It's
Hold on, wait.
not.
Hold on, I got a question. Did
Huh.
when it came to the game as far as the Bengals versus the Bills, I didn't know Patrick Mahomes played in that game too.
The Bengals
Right.
versus the Bills? No, you had said earlier, you were like, when
Oh,
you were
you
talking
going
to
backwards. My bad. I thought we were talking about the Bills versus the Bengals. My bad.
Hell,
Go
No.
ahead.
In
Go
this
ahead.
thing,
My
wait a
bad. My
minute,
bad. Go
wait a
ahead.
minute, wait a
My bad.
minute.
Go ahead.
I was
You ready
trying
for
to
the
be
smoke? I swear.
respectful and let y'all talk, but earlier in this same conversation, you said to Jay, "Oh, you picked him, and he's better, and he beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times." So I was addressing that. You made that comment in this same conversation, so I can address it.
The comment was that Jay said that he's the second best quarterback,
And what did you say,
and the
Bethany?
Bengals have beat
he is.
the Kansas City every single appearance, and that's true.
In Kansas City.
And
Jay
I'm gonna
did
add on to
Jay
that,
did say
too.
he was the second best quarterback, and then
He
the
is.
Kansas City Bengals, as long as Joe Burrow's been at the helm, has beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, there's nothing that I said there was that was false.
Hey, hold on real quick. I gotta ask the chat because I'm gonna ask y'all too, and y'all answer it too. But I want the chat to tell me this: who y'all think the second best quarterback in the league is? Because Pat Mahomes is number one. I said it's Joe Burrow. No said it multiple times a second ago. Who y'all think it is if it's not Joe Burrow?
Got to give it to Joey Ice, man.
Like, put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. Because I'm really trying to find a reason for somebody to put anybody above him besides Mahomes. That dude cold as ice.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You have an argument about Jalen Hurts.
I think that if he had a legitimate line, even if he didn't have like people
Ooh, shit,
no,
I
listen.
believe
If he had a legitimate line, like it doesn't even really matter about the weapons that he has or whatnot. As long as they can catch, like they can be second and third string people. As long as they can catch, I think that Joe Burrow would actually be a lot better and shine a lot brighter. The problem is that, you know, he gets so much contact and he gets hit so much. They've been making all these adjustments to the line to try to find something that works. They even have that they spread out the 3 technique and the 4 technique and stuff like that. And it's just like, they do that for a reason because it works against a lot of teams, you know, to widen the pocket. But I think that if you had a legitimate line, if they spent the extra money on a line, I think that he would still he would actually shine and show his true colors. And I think that right there, every season we'll be going back and forth saying we don't know who's better, Joe Burrow or Pat Mahomes. And we would be going back and forth saying Joe Burrow's number 1, Pat Mahomes number 1, like literally.
Oh, so you do agree he's number 2?
Because of circumstance, he's the top 2.
Look, like I'll give you this. Like, that's the one thing that look, they don't need to hire. Like, they don't need to. They're gonna have to get a new line. They're gonna have to do that. But
not that bad though.
They need to fire whoever the hell picks the line.
But they line not that. I mean,
that's not true.
That's not that terrible shit.
Nah,
it is. Watch the game
film. They bottom 2, bottom 3. He was the most sacked quarterback last year.
But
yeah, watch the game film.
But it all boils down if it boils down to playoff shit. In the playoff shit, they looking pretty decent as a right now.
No, I'm saying even last year when they went to the Super Bowl, he still was the most sacked quarterback because his line was trash. His line is trash. They revamped it. I will give props to that.
It got better.
They went out and spent money to make it a better line, but they did a terrible job. That's why I said.
But they also changed how they set up the line. They didn't get like these all-star players or anything like that. They changed how they set up the line. If you look at it, look at how their players line up. Like, go back and watch the game film and look at how their players line up. They changed completely how they actually set up for their line to force the defense to spread wider. And spreading wider means your pocket's wider, which gives Joe Burrow a lot more time before anybody gets him, especially with these design safety blitzes and everything else. So if you look at that,
it's weird. They got people. They got like 3 people pushing on plays where he's dropping back, and then they got 3 people just pulling back and blocking, trying to spread it out. And I'm like, no, they all should be fucking pushing. It's weird the way you see it come down the line, and then how they do it too. It'd be like he's pushing, he's blocking, he's pushing, he's blocking, and he's pushing.
They doing some revolution. Nah, they doing some different stuff. It's just like with the Lions when they play prevent defense. They play true prevent defense. They only rush one person, and everybody else drop back into coverage. Like those are things that people don't normally see, and that's why this year is a little bit different for the Bengals. That even though their line is still not as good, because they're doing something that's different that most people don't have to deal with or defend against, they're able to do it. It's just like Lamar, his first year when he was first true year when he was blazing everything, people didn't know how to deal with it. But after that, the years after that, they were like, okay, well, we need to always have a QB spy just in case.
Somebody gotta watch him.
Yeah, so I mean, the league is going to change, and they're adapting, and they have an offensive coordinator that's good enough to understand that, hey, we need to adjust the playbook so that way this line helps out a little bit more.
Yeah, look, it's gonna be very interesting because with that win by the Bengals, with that win by them, it sets up a matchup which is I think might be better for TV. Like when it comes to narratives, just narrative wise. Wally, you tell me what you thought about that game before we go to the next one.
Which one?
The Bengals and the Bills.
Oh no, I literally said for the game itself. How do I want to say this? I mean, honestly, it was just clean cut because Bengals were able to go offensively like a monster. I mean, they're both using both their top weapons at the wing. Bengals, I mean, Josh Allen, I mean, he just buckled.
Well, shout out to the Bengals defense, man, because that was another thing that we could also say that's been lacking. And honestly, I feel like, man, they did real good against.
I know these motherfuckers ain't talking.
Josh Allen and Stephon, you did. You know, they're not the best defense, but they know how to. They can make a stop when they need to.
Yeah, they decent. I mean, the sad part of the NFL, if you can be middle of the road when it comes to defense, you can have some life if you got a really good offense. So
Yeah.
like it is what it is, man. Look, I ain't gonna hold it, man. Look, I'm sad about it because right now I'm 1 for 3, and everybody else is pretty much.
They offensive line be good this weekend because Chief defense line ain't really all that. So
hey, hold on, don't talk about that shit yet.
they ain't gotta worry about too much push.
We gonna see how this shit play out. But look, y'all, we have one more game that happened this week, y'all.
Dak ain't that nigga. I just want to say it.
Yeah, this shit. I actually won some money at work, man. Somebody gave me $5, man. I was like, bet. I forgot that we even made the bet. Motherfucker had the money ready. I was like, I appreciate people like that. But we had the Cowboys versus the 49ers, y'all. And on this one, everybody got it right. Everybody picked the 49ers. So I'm gonna start off with Wally. Wally, thoughts on this game?
You already know, man. I'm riding the 49ers to the very end. Man, I knew this was gonna happen. Why? Because personally, I just seen Dak do this a couple of times. If it's not Dak, it's mostly the players. Neither when he shots to his wing, he's neither gonna overthrow it or he's gonna under it, or God forbid, the players are just gonna chip it to the point it gets picked off. And that has just been the story of the Cowboys offense every single time. Can't make it up.
We'll make it up.
All right, Rob, you got it.
I always say this, man. The Dallas Cowboys never disappoint me because they might show signs in the regular season. They even might show some signs in the first round, beat the GOAT and everything. But when they always make me proud, they always make it happen. Dak Prescott, man, I've been saying this for a while, man. He ain't that guy. He never been that guy, and it's the reason why Jerry Jones didn't want to pay him. In the first place. Cooper Rush, get your arm ready, buddy. You might have a real opportunity to get a starting job next season. But yeah, I'm not surprised, man. Seattle, not Seattle, but San Francisco defense. There's not much to say about them. They just been legit all season. Offense was a little shaky, but hey, the show love to Dallas a little bit. Their defense ain't no slouch. So, but yeah, this all boils down to the quarterback play. Dak not reading this, missing wide open players, some shit like that. So, yeah, it's always good to see the Cowboys lose.
All right, Alexis, any thoughts on this game?
I'm hoping Purdy gets his rightful spot. He did what he was supposed to do. The team as a whole did what they were supposed to do. So I wasn't thinking that the Cowboys were going to win at all. Like, I just didn't feel that they was going to go there. To Rob's point, Dak is not that guy. I thought maybe I don't even know because it hasn't been a year that they had a pretty decent team around him. Because I used to think if they
this year,
yeah. So I was thinking at first, I was like, maybe if they put the pieces where they need to go, then he can be that quarterback. But
Alexis, I'm sorry to cut you off, but they've been putting pieces around. They always had pieces before Dak. What I'm saying? Hell, when he once he took the starting job from Tony Romo, they still had Dez Bryant, a few other cats.
Oh yeah,
shit like that. They still Dallas Cowboys, bro. Alexis, they had everything from the defensive end and the offensive end.
They took Amari.
I still was trying to give him a little. I was trying
that. Wait a minute.
He didn't show up.
Before Tony Romo left, you trying to tell me that O-line was okay?
Dallas always had one of the best offensive line in the league.
Then why was he getting hurt? Why was Tony getting hurt?
I mean, I just think maybe just the last few years it's probably been declining a little bit, but they always have one of the best offensive linemen in the league.
I find that to be very efficient because my thing is Tony could not even operate to even get the job done.
That was Tony Romo. They ain't got
see, that's the whole point, though. That line wasn't what it is then.
No, fuck that. Joe Burrow ain't got no. These niggas just said how Joe Burrow ain't got no line. This nigga about to go.
Oh no! Whoa! I never said that. I never said that.
I don't hear that shit, man. I don't get no
at least Joe Burrow can get the job done. No, different.
Yeah, this is just in them niggas' DNA. Them niggas still fucking living their best life in the 80s. Them niggas just ain't got it, bro. They ain't no excuse. They got the weapons, they got the defense, they got the running backs, they got the receivers, they got the total package, but they ain't it. Them niggas ain't it, and their quarterback ain't it. Plain and simple, bro. It's just plain and simple. And guess what?
That's all I had to say.
Dallas Cowboys next season, they gonna fucking probably win the division again, or be second in the division again. Then they gonna probably be good again in the following season. And the following season, guess what? First round exit or second round exit is their best bet. I'm done, right?
I ain't disagreeing with you.
So I know I got them all right.
Hey, look, hold up.
Hey, man, Baker Mayfield don't play for the Cowboys. You ain't got to be that upset, bro.
Swear, you ain't got. Somebody keep bring up this nigga name every show. You realize I stopped bringing up the Lions? I just did y'all that favor. Like, I'm gonna stop them. This nigga still bringing up Baker Mayfield.
You salty with Dak like his name is Baker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. Calm down, bro.
Hey. Rob got an issue with Baker.
Hey, man, but again, the reason I picked what I picked is because the balanced team that they have as far as the 49ers. And I knew that with me saying that the 49ers were going to go to the Super Bowl, there's no way that the Cowboys were going to win that game. And it's funny, shout out to my bartender. He actually watches the next day, so he's going to watch this tomorrow. But thank you for the free drinks the next time I come in there, because that's what the bet was. So.
Yeah.
So look at this man getting free drinks around here.
Yeah. I told him, I said, I give you $250 if the Cowboys win, but if they don't win, I want free drinks. And he said, I'll put all your drinks free. I said, all right, cool. I drink like a fucking fish. I'm in the military. Every night I rack up a $200 bill. Like, well, not every night.
Yes, man. Oh, man, you're right. Every dude in the military, them niggas could drink. I don't know why it was wrong with them.
Stress.
Yeah, it's called hard labor.
Exactly.
There he goes,
called stress or self-medicated for PTSD, but we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, we gotta get through some of them issues. We gotta do the tally, man.
Oh shit! I'm not muted. My bad. I wasn't muted.
I know I fucked up because of that Eagle shit, but it is. Let's say it is what it is.
Yeah, we gotta do the tally, y'all.
Hey man, you can't laugh, bro. Just say what it is.
Say it with the chest. Hey man, the Lions started off just one win, so yeah, you can.
Hey man, look, I got a feeling this is all about me, and y'all better shut up talking to me.
My
damn head hurt, bro. Just go ahead and say it, bro.
Hey, wait a minute. I just realized this. If I'm not mistaken on the tallies, right? Not as far as this week, but just in general, did someone catch up to you? If I'm not mistaken.
You might possibly have for the playoff run. You might possibly have.
Hey man, the only thing he got right was the Chiefs, I think.
No. He got 2 for 2. I think he got 2.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Yeah,
y'all
Mahomes would have stayed one more quarter. That nigga would have been through.
Coming in last place. Hey, who is it? Come on. Coming in last place. That's how you start, right? Go ahead.
All right, look, coming in last place.
Otter goes to
Coming in last place, y'all. Tied for fourth. Tied for fourth. I think it's fourth. Yeah, it's fourth. No. Tied for third. Yeah, tied for third. I'm sorry. Coming in last place, tied for third. One person's not here, but I am. And I came in with 2 points. And Marcus came in with 2 points. We shoot 50% around here, y'all.
So it was you, Marcus, and Jay.
Nah, it's just me and Marcus.
Okay, because you said one person not here, so I had to clarify.
Dang,
I'm the one.
You should have just flipped the coin. You could have got better picks than that. God damn.
No, man, I had a feeling, man. Tonight wasn't a good night. But look, we're gonna move on past that. Look, me and Marcus come in last place with two picks. Coming in third with 3 picks. Rob.
Yo, I'm gonna be undefeated next week.
All right, now we only got 2 games to pick from.
Oh yeah.
So
you might not. Hey, you Chiefs fans better pick wisely.
Ooh, because of y'all. Don't forget, we got a pick in the second. So Rob gets second place with 3. And coming in with a 3-way tie, y'all.
Oh yeah.
A 3-way tie for first. And you know I haven't said some people's names. So y'all already know who they are. Death Note gets 4 points, 100%. Wally gets 4 points, 100%. And Alexis, y'all, gets 4 points, 100%. Called every game correct.
Clutch.
Oh, yes.
Came in clutch like Chad Henne.
Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Shit ain't happening again next week.
Damn, Jay.
Well, shit, going down like to what? 2 games?
We only got 2 games left.
Well, then there you go.
3 games total. 3 games.
Oh yeah,
total.
3 games.
So we gotta go ahead and do. We got to get to the next games. We got to picks for next week, y'all. Next week. And that part, when we get after the Super Bowl, I'm gonna give y'all the total tally for who won the playoff race. And I wish I could just rip up this piece of paper for this week, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna throw that away.
He probably will when the camera's off.
It's a tough first game.
You're mad at the time, people just be like, man, fuck this shit.
And they wonder why people got PTSD. This shit is terrible, bro. But I ain't gonna feel bad, man. I'm not gonna go with my feelings, man. I always preach accountability and responsibility. Just logically look at it. Just use my feelings last week. Y'all remember that one week? I had a very bad week. I think I was like 3 out of 12 or some shit like that. You don't remember that?
It was a bad week you had, but I don't remember how it went exactly.
It didn't go good. I just put it like that, Wally. Didn't go good. But look, y'all, we got some matchups. The first one, it's a toughie. It's a toughie right here.
I'm gonna throw my pick right now.
Damn, man.
Wally, I'm gonna go to you first.
Yes, I'm going with them 49ers.
Hey, before Wally go, I can't. It's too late to change the Super Bowl pick, huh?
No,
you can change it. We ain't there yet.
I know. No. Did we pick who was gonna win or who 2 teams?
Yeah, we picked who was gonna win, I think. And I think we picked who we thought was gonna win.
Okay, all right, never mind then.
No, you can change the Super Bowl pick all you want, but who you picked earlier is gonna sit and stand.
Okay.
All right, so First matchup, y'all. We got the 49ers versus the Eagles. Wally, who did you say you had?
The Niners.
Oh, 49ers are on the board, y'all. I'm going to go next to Miss Alexis.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Eagles on the board, y'all.
I really want a Kelsey Brothers Super Bowl.
Oh Lord,
Kelsey Brothers Super Bowls, y'all.
Hey.
Is or the Kelsey the Kelsey brother on the Eagles? Is he on the line?
Yeah, he dope.
Exactly.
I mean, he's still good. I mean, he's the best.
That's still a reunion.
Yeah, and if they both get to the Super Bowl, that'll be two black quarterbacks, both from Texas, in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
My boy D Slay, you know what I'm saying, former Lion, he got an opportunity to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, Rob, I'm coming to you. Who you got?
Man, my matchup for the Super Bowl was the Bengals and Niners.
Mm-hmm. So you got to pick the Niners, right?
I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Even though my man's from 49ers been looking good, I didn't really like how he played against the Cowboys, so I'm going to say to the Eagles.
Ooh, Rob is picking the Eagles. We got two Eagles on the board,
tough
y'all.
defenses. Man, I don't know. That's going to be tough, though. I'm going to pick the Eagles.
Hey, I ain't going to hold you on that. Death Note coming to you. Eagles, Bengals.
So I think this is going to be a close scoring game. Vegas says the Eagles, so I'm going with the Niners.
Death Note with the Niners on the board. And just so y'all know, I'm picking the Niners. I'm sorry, but I got to pick against the Eagles all year long because me and my pops been talking about this, and I love them to death, but the Eagles got to lose, bro. They just gotta lose.
He waiting for that loss so he can go there and be like, "Yeah, pops, in your face."
I told you. I'll be like, I told you.
You had everything else, but this time around, I told you.
I told you, ain't gonna win, man. But, man, I just don't believe they'll win it this year. But it's gonna be a very interesting game because honestly, with the Eagles, the way they played last week, a lot of people would see the Eagles as coming in and punching the 49ers in their mouth, especially the way that the 49ers play. But look, man, they got a better team all around, in my opinion. So 49ers. Next game up, y'all. We got the Chiefs versus the Bengals. And I'm going to start it off. And we're going to go back down the road the way we did it coming in. I'm going to just pick the Chiefs, y'all. I'm going to ride it down. Like when Rob picked this squad and they won their last game of the year, but they didn't make the playoffs. When Death Note picked his squad,
knowing they were going to fucking lose.
When Wally picked Tom Brady for some unknown reason. We ain't going to talk about all these things. But I'm going to pick my squad because I can see us losing. Because I don't know how this is going to go with Pat Mahomes. But I believe he'll go out there on the bro ankle. So I'm picking the Chiefs. So next, going to you, Death Note.
I'm picking the Chiefs. Joe Burrow ain't let us down against the Chiefs yet. And Patrick Mahomes is hurt. So, yeah, I don't think a week is going to be enough to recover that fully. So I'm going with the Bengals.
Bengals on the board for Death Note. All right. Wally, I'm going to you next.
Yeah. I'm going with Bengals.
Bengals for Wally. Alexis?
Hey, look. Someone got to win out the freaking NFC North. AFC North. By all means.
I ain't going to hold you. Alexis, I got to ask, even though I know what you're picking. Who you got?
I am picking the Kansas City Chiefs. Go ahead.
Shut up, Trey.
Hey, calm down. Oh my God, calm down. But I don't. It's a sprain. And at the same time, I believe that Patrick could get out there. Okay, we'll wrap this out. I could believe Patrick's gonna get out there and do what he needs to do. And I also think that Chad Henne will do what he needs to do. So Chiefs, there we go. Thank you.
All right. Well, Rob, you get the final pick. Chiefs.
Yeah, man. I've been saying all year, man. The Bengals is the Chiefs' kryptonite. You know, Joey Ice. He's been on ice. So Pat Mahomes might be probably the better quarterback, the best quarterback in the league. But right now, I'm gonna say Joey Ice is the better quarterback in the playoffs right now. So, yeah, Bengals.
All right. Look, man.
Bengals.
We got the Kansas City fans picking Kansas City, and everybody else got the Bengals. Now, remember, y'all, that this is a rematch from the AFC Championship last year. And Joe Burrow has beaten Pat Mahomes every time he's played him. So it's going to be very interesting. But once again, we got to go through the games to see if anybody wants to switch. So starting off with the first game, because we only got two. Eagles 49ers. Does anybody want to switch?
You know what? Fuck that. You know what? I'm sticking with my original pick all year. The Niners. I'm switching.
No, Rob is coming back. To the 49ers.
Rob for the W. There we go.
All right. Is Rob the only one? All right. We're going to keep moving, man. Then the only other game is the one we just got done talking about. We got the Chiefs versus the Bengals.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm going to switch. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bengals.
You already picked the Bengals.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it again for Alexis. Being petty. Being petty.
Oh, my God.
Hey, there's nothing you could say that'll make me feel any way about my team.
Love you, Alexis.
Alexa, just do me a favor. When they lose, I just make sure Pat Mahomes got extra ketchup with his steak.
Hey, I'm gonna ask all of y'all a question because I know majority of everybody besides me and Alexis, pretty much everybody besides me and Alexis, picked the Bengals. If Pat Mahomes his ankle wasn't hurt, would you still pick the Bengals?
Oh, absolutely.
You still pick the Bengals? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Wally? You too? Definitely.
Yeah, I still pick it.
Yeah, if Pat Mahomes wasn't hurt, I'd pick the Bengals, but I would think it would be a close game, like a 3-point game or a single score game, rather. But now I think that they might even be able to pull out a 2-score game, like a 10-point game.
All right.
10 point or 14-point game.
I'll be honest with y'all, man.
Well, good.
Oh, wait, Pat Mahomes not playing. It's probably going to be more than 2 scores.
Nah, he going to play.
He gonna play. I don't know who told you that.
You know what?
Well, when I say he's not playing to his fullest capabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
For the Chiefs,
that limp shit ain't gonna work.
For the Chiefs, right? It's not an issue with the Chiefs, right? I don't think it's been a game where I watch the Chiefs, right? Now I always say, "Oh, Pat Mahomes did his thing." There's never been a game when I watched them be like, "Man, they won," but it's like, man. These niggas could have easily lost this game like that. I really haven't seen a perfect game from them. And I'm not saying that's the reason why I believe, they're not going to win, but they just so shaky to me, bro. Like, I don't like how they play. Like, I really don't.
No, you ain't the only one that has an issue with it because I'll tell you exactly at least what I see. When it comes to Kansas City, they play to their competition. Whatever level their competition is at, they played it. And it seems like the only time they really show how good they can be is when their back's up against the wall. But sometimes you might be put in a position where it ain't enough time on the clock to come back from that.
Exactly.
So that's always the biggest issue that I have with them this year. But I'm gonna ride this train as far as it go.
They got so many holes, man. They immediately like below average when it comes running the ball. And covering wise,
they actually ain't that bad with Pacheco for the last part of the season. Pacheco been doing really, really good back there.
The defense is average to below average.
Below average defense.
I call it.
And then look at the playmakers, right? and this is another reason why I'm picking the Bengals, bro. They got 3 wide receivers, bro, who they go on different teams, bro. They could probably be number one. They could be number ones for sure. You know, so they got
Chase
so many.
Higgins and who else?
They got so many weapons with Mixon and shit like that, bro. With the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, let's keep it real, man. That's really all Pat Mahomes, you know. Juju, you know, I know he's been inconsistent. His career been inconsistent, but you know what I'm saying? But he's so flashy that, you know, hey, you know, he's a good fit with the Chiefs, you know. And then the other guys, bro, like it's crazy that Travis Kelce is still their leading receiver, bro, to me. Like,
It's surprising.
no, but all these years, it gotta get to a point. I mean, was he leading? No, was Tyreek Hill had 1 year where he was leading, or it was always
Tyreek had a couple years where he had more receiving yards than Kelsey, but Travis Kelce is going to go down as the greatest tight end ever played.
I just feel like every game is just really just Travis.
Yeah, but that
Look at the games that they lost.
Greatness.
Who did they shut down in the games that they lost, or who didn't show up to play in the games that they lost?
Kelce.
He got shut down twice in one game. He didn't show up to play. Like, he wasn't firing on all cylinders like he normally does. So I mean, that's the reason why the Chiefs got these losses that they do, because the defense ain't there. Can't even say they don't show up. They ain't there.
They got bits and pieces that could do something, but they defense ain't shit.
Yeah, I saw that shit early on. Me and JB calling that shit all season. That their weakness is their fucking defense can't stop shit.
That's why I say, hey, the Bengals offensive line got shit to worry about. Shit.
Yeah, the sad part that's the problem though, because the Bengals defense ain't. The Bengals are kind of built similarly to the way Kansas City is. I don't know, shut up. But are they growling or something? Shit, somebody get murked back there. But they built their team similarly. Like, it's mainly our defense is going to be middle of the road, if not below the road. And then our quarterbacks and our offense are going to put us over the top. So pretty much they go into every game expecting to outscore people. That's their game plan. The problem is we don't score. And Kansas City has had games where they were not clicking. We lost to the Colts. We almost had I ain't gonna say we almost. Yeah, we really almost lost to the Broncos because of scoring. The defense showing what they've been all year. Defense been the same all year. They ain't been there. So you got to do what you got to do, and it's the same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals, like you said, you saw their defense. You see it's gonna be a shootout. So I'm wanting to see which. I guess you would have more faith in the Bengals defense. I don't know, but I think the Chiefs can pull this out just because they got Pat Mahomes. Because it's not good odds. It's really not, in my opinion.
Well, I'm about to get on out of here. However, I wanted to say, people making little comments. I remember there was like 10 weeks ago, and somebody was talking mess, and I just wanted to, regardless, even if we lose, I told somebody that was talking all this mess, we'll see where everybody's at week 11, 12. And then it comes to this. As I said then, I said the road to the Super Bowl is going to come through Kansas City. And it is. So even if we lose, I was still right. Their team ain't make it.
Well, they got to beat the AFC champions first. But
the AFC champions don't even have the road to the Super Bowl coming to their house. So, again, the road to the Super Bowl is coming through Kansas City. And I hope y'all be safe. I'll be back next week when we see who wins. Y'all be safe.
All right, Lexus, be easier.
All right.
Have fun in a bag of chips and get Troy your ass whooping. Oh, Sheila? Okay, she didn't probably hear that last part. But anybody else? Any other thoughts on that last one?
Nah,
Man, I can't wait.
I'm ready. I ain't gonna lie though. I actually am anticipating. The more and more we've been doing these, the more and more I've been anticipating, like watching the games and seeing like how it plays out. Well, not watching games. I watch highlights. You got time to watch games, but it's gonna be interesting. And then we're gonna start talking about basketball in a little bit, y'all. That's gonna be fun. Well, for the people that are into basketball, it'd be fun for them. But shit, this right here, these are really good matchups, and it's not surprising to see the final standing four teams in the league. You got the 49ers, you got the Eagles, you got the Bengals, you got the Chiefs. You got 12 and 4, 12 and 4, 14 and 3, 14 and 3, 13 and 4. These are the best teams in the league, and it's showing. So when these games get played, well, it's setting up for a really good Super Bowl. Well, hey, matter of fact, I'll ask Wally. I'm gonna ask everybody. Wally, what's your Super Bowl? Off of
My
what you
Super Bowl
picked,
pick?
you got 49ers Bengals Super Bowl, right?
Yep, as an overall game, yeah.
All right, and then
No, actually, didn't I say that? I thought
Yeah,
I said, well, okay, yeah. Okay.
so you got so you pick, and Death Note has 49ers Bengals. Rob has 49ers Bengals, and Alexis has Eagles Chiefs, and I got 49ers Chiefs. So we're gonna see how it play out, man. It's gonna be interesting. We got different scenarios. We got some similar ones, but we got different scenarios.
I'm kind of mad at this though because if the Bengals get into the Super Bowl with the 49ers, like right now, the more I think about it, I'm thinking that the Bengals gonna go ahead and take that. But I think it'll be a perfect story for the upset of this team that just balanced. They, you know what I'm saying, getting that dub. But I think they might try to give it to Joe Burrow again because he's coming up on contract and everything else. So if he gets another Super Bowl this upcoming year, obviously he's eligible for a contract, and they're gonna see what he gets, and that'll actually help Baltimore a little bit better because if Joe Burrow gets a contract, especially what came out by the owner, then especially if they say, hey, Joe Burrow, we're only gonna give you 240 million, then it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, hey, Lamar, you're gonna have to level set and fucking take 210. You're gonna have to take 200 because you ain't got the Super Bowl appearances, you ain't got this shit. So I'm hoping that happens so that way we can not have to strip our team to be able to pay this man.
Oh man, look, you know that ain't no stand.
His ass might get if he shit make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, bro. Man, he might touch that 300.
Well, the owner already said, the owner already told him, or not, fired a couple shots across the bow saying that, hey, listen, I understand that everybody's looking for more and more money, but you got to understand the more money that we pay you, the less money that we could pay the offensive line and the players around you.
And that's the thing that's weird about how quarterbacks think this shit. Because you would think they'd be smart enough to actually keep the weapons that they need.
Well, some are, like Tom Brady. Tom Brady has never tried to shoot for the top dollar. He always looked for the longevity, right? Just like Pat Mahomes.
But that's Tom Brady.
Pat Mahomes did the same thing. He signed a team-friendly contract. A long-term team-friendly contract is what the Pat Mahomes signed. So it's the same kind of shit, whatever the case may be. It's just, you know what I'm saying, do you want to strip your fucking team completely bald, or do you want to fucking be a little bit team friendly, hoping that you're going to get the longevity because they're going to build the line, especially with a new offensive coordinator. If they stop a lot of these fucking quarterback design runs, then Lamar will definitely have a lot more longevity in the league. But as long as you got a person like Greg Roman, which I was saying this last week, I was like, they need to fire this nigga, and then 2 days later they fired his ass. I was like, yes.
Hey,
you were saying that shit for goddamn fucking months.
Hey man, I've been actually saying it for years, bro. I've been actually saying it for years.
Hey, guess what? Look, I feel you though. I didn't tell any of y'all, but I wanted Bill O'Brien to get fired from Alabama. They finally fired that motherfucker.
Yeah, with the Patriots.
No, I'm talking. What is he with the Patriots? They hired him.
One of the assistant coach. Yeah.
Damn, they stupid. Bill O'Brien is a franchise wrecker. Bro, this dude traded away his best receiver because he had a disagreement with him.
Bill O'Brien.
That was Bill O'Brien. He's coach of Texans.
He's a coach for the Bears.
This man.
Oh,
This man.
okay, that's why. Okay, thank you. Because I'm making sure the Texans.
Oh no, the Texans. I'm tripping.
The Texans. He used to be the head coach of the Texans. He traded away DeAndre Hopkins because of disagreement at a football function banquet or some shit like
fucked
that.
that whole team up, bro.
What the fuck?
And you wonder why. You wonder why Deshaun, like they paid Deshaun the money that they paid him, but he was like, bro, I want to get the hell up out of here. This nigga regular team. You can give me all this money, but then you took my whole team away.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he do the allegations.
Yeah,
look,
and then they would have made the story bad on him.
Look,
all this money and then
say what you were saying, Wally.
No, because they would have made it bad on him, right? Because look, they would have given him all that money, and they're gonna be like, "We paid you all this money, you can't even get the job done." They would have sold that man under the bus.
You know what, bro?
They did throw him under the bus. That's why you think all them allegations came out,
bro. You talking about money, right?
Conspiracy theory. What you got, Rob?
Since we talking about money, right? Because y'all was talking about, man, if an athlete's smart, they'll know, think of a long term or take a pay cut, all this other shit. Bro, if I'm an athlete with it, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be one of them dumb niggas, bro. I'm be like, man, nigga, go ahead, fucking, hey, in the bank with me, nigga, fuck it. I don't give a, nigga, what? If I could make 300 million, 400 million, man, fucks that. I'm getting that
taking that money.
Yeah,
I'd rather take 250 with guaranteed. If you guarantee the whole thing and we push out the years, I'd rather take 250. Because even if I get hurt or anything happens, I still get that money coming in. I just like the lottery. People like when it was over $1 billion, they was like, if you get a lump sum, it's like 700 or 600 million dollars, $600 million, right? I was like, what is anybody gonna do with $600 million? Not many people know what to do with $600 million.
No.
But you can get the annuity, which is, which was closer to like $50 million a year. $50 million a year.
For like 20, 30 years, some shit like that.
For 30 years. And
if you die,
most old people be like, oh, but if I die, I don't get it. And I'm just like, bro.
If you die, you die. It's over.
No, if you read the rules, if you read the actual whatchamacallit, it says that even if you pass away, it pays out to your estate. So either way, even if you can't get it, your kids and all that good stuff will get that money. $50 million a year for 30 years. Bro, come on now. Listen, you could do everything that you want to do. Most people can do everything that they want to do in the first year. You can buy businesses, you can buy commercial property, you can buy all this stuff with $50 million. You can be an angel investor to an extent. I mean, a lot of people they get blinded by the numbers.
People be acting like they could take the shit with them. Like, oh, what if I die? Like, man, if you die, you die. Shit, it's just gonna be over. You ain't gonna give a fuck either way.
Yeah, people get blinded by the money, bro. Listen, if I had the opportunity to not have to do a damn thing, and I know that I can get $5 million a year guaranteed. Nah, we're not even
you the same way I am, Def Note. I'm gonna take the payments.
Yeah,
you're not. Look,
I didn't know that they'll pay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Lena. Yeah, Lena's here. Hey, Lena.
Hey, Lena.
Hey, Jerry J. Hey, Duff. Hey, panel. Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
I just didn't know. I didn't know that. I would have took the lump sum, but now that I know I can set up a state in case of my passing, if they can collect while I die, I would do that now.
So I have an assumption.
I also have a fear that they'll go bankrupt, though, too. I also have a fear that the lottery will go bankrupt, too. Like
the lottery ain't gonna go bankrupt as long as you got poor people. But I got a question for you. Are you black?
Yes, I am.
All right, yeah, that was my assumption. Most black people don't know about money because generationally we don't get taught about money. And I know that this is going away from the whole show, but our generation, well, not our generation, but in our culture,
yeah, our generation, shit.
Yeah, we're not taught about money from our parents or anything else. It's those black people who reach out and see other things or branch out who actually learn about money. So or read the fine print. So even growing up, the whole time I didn't realize that they paid out an annuity until 7 years ago, when I actually started working with money and started, investing and things of that nature. So it's not something that's common knowledge. shit, you asked me 8 years ago, hey, you gonna take the lump sum or you gonna take the annuity? And I'm just like, yo, I'll take that. Well, maybe not 7 years ago, 12 years ago. I'll take the lump sum. But now knowing that you don't lose it, it gets paid out into your estate. Like, yeah, I'll take the annuity all day. But I think that's also a problem within the black community. And I say the word community
Shit,
loosely
ain't just the
because we
black
don't have
community,
common
man.
goals.
Come here, time.
I'm about to say,
Well, it's not a
ain't just the
community
black
because we don't.
community.
Well, it's not a community. Black people don't have a community because we don't have common goals. Like we
Most
literally
people that win the
can't agree
lottery
on
take the
anything.
lump sum.
Mhm.
Yeah, which
Well,
is stupid.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
I'm
trying
saying,
to. I love you, Jay, and I love you, Panel. I'm gonna be brief. I know, I'm a woman. There's no accountability. We ignorant. I just want to come up here and
oh
say,
my
go
god.
Okay.
Didn't say nothing, Lena. Why you say
Okay.
that? You know what? That ain't how I feel. It's everybody's an individual. I just talk about majority.
Cowboys. And I'm in Chicago. I'm a Bears fan, but I just want the Cowboys to win.
He's a Bears
Oh
fan.
Lord.
Oh my god.
Said Bears. We in the same division.
And
Okay.
how you want the Cowboys to
Damn.
win? They already gone. You can't even say go Cowboys.
I wasn't gonna say nothing about it.
Now I'm saying something
Oh,
about it. The Cowboys already gone. You can't say go Cowboys.
they
They
just
hit
lost
the
the
dust.
win. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they lost. They out the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, they
They
Oh,
lost.
hit the dust. That yay is rolling like nobody's business.
They smoking
I
that
call.
Dak pack.
Yeah, I got all kind of free drinks on that one. Shoot.
oh, that hurt my heart. Y'all just had to shoot my trash out. Let the guy.
Yeah, you shot your shot and it fell short. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Cowboys' problem is that they always get overhyped. They get overhyped every year. It's just because
Hmm.
they're the most expensive team. Jerry Jones, one thing that he does do really good is not building a team that actually can win because he can build talent, but he's really, really good at promoting.
You know why? Because he don't fucking be an owner. He want to be the owner, GM, coach. He want to be the janitor. He want to be
Not the
no,
janitor.
But
like
Dallas is hold on. Dallas has always been good at promoting. If you think about it, the reason why if you type into Google America's football team right now and Dallas shows up is because Dallas has always been good at promoting.
Yeah,
So
he's always been the owner.
this didn't start like
no.
last
He been
last
he
year.
been
I'm
he
not
been the
knocking that.
coach. He
I'm not
been the
knocking.
coach since we've been alive.
But
I
that's the
mean, he been
problem,
the
bro.
owner
You gotta
since
let
we've
the
been
coaches
alive.
be the coaches. Let the GM be the GM. That's a problem with most of these owners. They want to fucking be the fucking owner. They want to be the GM. No, you hire these people. Let them fucking do what they do. Like
Unless you're gonna be a Mark Cuban.
exactly. That's why Mark Cuban, he let motherfuckers do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
But
Well,
shit,
hey,
now I
let
don't
it.
not
know who to root
initially.
for now. I don't have a team now.
I'll tell you who to root for,
Just
Lena.
root for
Just
the
go ahead.
49ers.
No, don't listen to him, Lena. Just
Root for the
go ahead and
Lions.
root for Kansas City because they still in the playoffs.
Bengals. Just root for the Bengals.
Don't do
Bengals
that.
or the 49ers. You'll get at least to the Super Bowl.
Root for the Lions.
Mm.
The Lions are not in it, Rob.
I
Who
know.
my team I was
I
rooting
know,
for
but
that?
she a
Really?
Bears fan. I just fucking with her.
Yeah, I really wanted the Bears. You know I did. 85
Listen,
Bears,
if
bring
you
that back.
listen,
Man,
Lena,
the Bears.
Said
listen,
85 Bears.
listen.
Hmm.
You AFC North, right? If
Yeah.
your team can't make it, don't you want another team from the North to make it?
It's NFC North.
He said
For the
that.
Bears?
Did he?
Bears
Oh shit, yeah,
No.
the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are. Yeah, my bad. Never mind. Fuck the Bears.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. You and the AFC, how you get that twisted?
Right. You thinking about your division, eh?
But when
Cause
the Bears
I'm
would
on
win,
gummies and drinking.
my team before the Cowboys, I wanted Tampa to go because I'm Tom Brady. I don't care if that man in a wheelchair push
Oh.
his
Man.
body right to the
Oh
goal.
man.
So let me get this straight. You wanted the Buccaneers to go, but they don't fix the cap, but they got the cap to go now.
Mm.
But yeah,
Tom
that's
Brady gonna be
terrible.
50 in a wheelchair, so I could get in the ring. Yes.
Man, look.
Well, Lena, I'm glad you just found out about the sports channel. Because it would have been a long season for you. You don't like my regular videos. You definitely wouldn't have liked it during the season. Talk about Tom Brady and the
Hey, she would have
Cowboys.
liked you this week. You know what I'm saying? With your what was it? 1 pick, 2 picks? One
I
pick?
got two, man.
You got two. Okay,
I
that's
don't know.
cute.
Your regular videos, okay. I don't. We agree. We don't agree. Sometimes it depends what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I just want people to be better.
We all
Why
agree
you want us
except
to
for
be better?
we all agree except for you, Lena, that the Cowboys are trash. So some people agree, some people disagree.
Well, you clearly say there's only one person disagreeing.
Hey, I still say some people, so that makes it more inclusive.
Hey, let me read something to y'all, right?
Oh
ahead.
shit!
No, this is the so this is the early 2023 prediction from NFL execs, right? So they picking like which quarterback you could see going to, right? So first one, which I think I'm confident Lamar is gonna stay in Baltimore.
Yeah.
But they saying another team is on the radar is Atlanta. And I ain't even think about Atlanta. And I think that would be great for him and for the Atlanta Falcons because the young weapons they got now, and I know I've been hard on him about throwing the ball, but I think you put at least some talent around him, he could do something. He proved that.
Oh, you mean him going to that team?
Hell yeah. Pitt,
Oh,
London, they got they young as hell.
Yeah.
Shit.
I can see
like
it.
that.
well, and that'll work for Death Note. He's in A tier.
I originally said the Jets or the Giants, but I ain't think about Atlanta.
Nah, the Jets wouldn't be a good fit, and the Giants,
I mean, the Giants already got.
they got a couple things that they need to figure out. So, Atlanta actually sounds a lot better. But Lamar ain't leaving, so it is what it is.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
they gonna
That'll
pay him.
That would be hype too. That'd be like shit, Michael Vick all over again. 2.0. Shit.
I mean, he's already Michael Vick like 3.0, 4.0, 5.0,
4.0, 10.0. Yeah,
he's already broken all the records. He got a better arm than Michael Vick. He's got more speed than Michael Vick. He was more evasive than Michael Vick. Like and he's less injury prone than Michael Vick. Now he did get injured, but still less injury prone than Michael Vick. And he ain't going to jail for dogs. So
yeah,
there we go.
Oh, we had to throw that in. We had to throw that in.
Hey, all right, another one, right? Another one. She just mentioned Tom Brady. They said Tom Brady
Oh my god.
to the Raiders.
No.
That's obvious.
That's obvious.
Look who's the captain.
I think we should.
I thought about Miami.
I think we should trade Tom Brady to retirement.
No, leave him. Don't let him retire.
Yeah, they trade Tom Brady to retirement.
All right,
but yeah, he could go to Miami. The problem is that Tua, when he's firing on all cylinders, like these concussions really messed him up. But when Tua's firing on all cylinders, I think that they're gonna roll with Tua. And if he does go there as a backup, as far as Brady, it's pretty much lights out for Tua. There's only like three teams that he can go to.
He ain't doing no backup. He'll get traded. That's
what I'm saying. There's only 3 teams he can go to.
Now, what about this? And I think one of the teams that Tua could go, I could see is maybe a good possible trade as well. As Aaron Rodgers. They said Aaron Rodgers to the Jets or the Colts, and I think maybe Miami. That might be a good trade, Tua and Rodgers.
So Tua can go to so he just had to get some wet ball handling because in the rain he kind of suffers a little bit. But Tua, I can see him going to Green Bay simply because I think the line will work for him. Yeah. He doesn't have that toxic personality that Aaron Rodgers has. So I think that it'll work. The Green Bay has historically always had a good line. Maybe not. I mean, yeah, they've always historically had a good line because they've always been quarterback centric. As far as their defense has been falling off year over year, but they're still pretty decent or not to make a run. They just don't have the offense that's consistent enough to get anywhere. So I think Tua going to Green Bay would actually be a good fit.
Right. What about the Jets? I mean, what about Rodgers going to the Jets or Colts
Colts, who
Don't-
are they trading?
or Miami?
Only problem that I have with Aaron Rodgers is that he breaks down the locker room. It's just like what's the old boy name? Damn, I just said his name earlier. The one you don't like.
Baker.
Yeah, Baker. Baker, he honestly doesn't deserve to be on any team because he destroys the locker room of any team he goes to. Like the players just genuinely don't like him.
Yeah.
So if you got somebody like that, I mean, the same thing with Aaron Rodgers, right? Everybody who comes out, or especially after they played with him, they always come out and say that, you know what I'm saying, he's a bit pompous, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a narcissist, and you know what I'm saying, his mouth always gets him in trouble. And nobody wants to protect him. That's why his line let people through. So his line ain't trash this year. They just don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Same people.
If that's the
They
case,
just don't
he
give a
may
fuck
as well retire.
He should, but he's still getting paid. So he gonna ride that bitch to the wheel fall off, and unless they release him or trade him.
Well, that's crazy. I'm sorry. If you over here letting your quarterback get whacked at this point, shit, you made that
Because in typical teams, letting your quarterback get a couple hits sends a message. That's one of the reasons why Deion Sanders, for his return team, when he was on special teams, what did he do when he came out? He told his return team the first year, he said, hey, for every touchdown I score, I'm gonna buy you guys a Rolex. I'm gonna buy you, he said this. He said, because I understand the guys who are protecting me. And they worked their ass off. And guess what? Deion Sanders, his first couple years out, especially here in Atlanta, he was lighting up the fields. So it is what it is. I mean, you got to understand that if your team ain't behind you, you ain't doing that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear you on that.
I think I like him going to the Jets. I think honestly, shit, that's all the Jets missing right there, a quarterback. If you get a Hall of Famer at that, shit.
Yeah, if he can close it, I think that he'll do 1 year good at the Jets. After that, when people start really realizing who he is, I think that they'll start to suffer. So if they can get him for 1 year and have all the pieces around him, they can make a good playoff run. But once people figure out who the fuck he is, I think that the Jets are going to go downhill.
So let me ask you this question.
Better team.
Actually, no.
You should go to Miami.
No, for the Jets, they honestly don't even really need a quarterback. They just need to put as much shit as I give him, Joe Flacco.
I don't see why they didn't.
Really?
Because the start of the season, bro, he was looking good as hell.
No, yeah,
Joe Flacco is inconsistent, just like Matt Ryan, but he is a gunslinger as long as he has an O-line. If the O-line is inconsistent, then he is inconsistent. So when they have a team that they can't block and they're getting penetration, Flacco, he's just not good with improvising. He's not good with going quickly through his reads. But if you get him enough time to go through his reads, he's gonna be hitting motherfucking targets. So if they keep Joe Flacco, make him a number one, and improve the line or not, they will save a lot more.
Hey, look, y'all, before we all keep diving into this good old discussion, because I'm loving it, I'm listening. We're going to get the fuck out of here. We're going to have an after party. Y'all know how we do it over here. If y'all want to hit the link and come up and talk about everything else after we get off of here, by all means, do it. But we're going to go around the room real quick. Like, Wally, tell them where to find you at again, sir.
You already know. Y'all can find me over here at the JBJ Network every Wednesday, except for this week. This week, me and the team, we are not going to be live this week. We're actually going to be working on other stuff. So just stay tuned and try to see what happens throughout the week. Other than that, you can find me over there at We'll Talk Dutch.
Hey, look, Wally dropped that bomb on here, so I can't get mad at him. All right, next we're going to Rob. Rob, what you got for the folks, man?
Oh man, good show, fellas. Good show, good conversation. Yeah, man. I hope y'all had a good time watching us. Shit. And that's all I gotta say, man. Yeah. See y'all next week, man. Let's go Bengals, Joey Ice, and who other team? Oh yeah, 49ers.
Ain't no more Chiefs. All right.
Oh yeah.
Marcus walked up here late as hell, as always. So, Marcus, you're going to have to get final thoughts and intro thoughts real quick.
Pretty still the GOAT.
So I guess we got it. Yep. Yeah, that's right, Rob. Never forget that. Never forget that. No, I'm just playing. The Cowboys blew it. The Jaguars blew it. Even though my gut said, hey, go with the Niners, but I was just trying to have like a little heartfelt chance for the Cowboys, a little bit. But the Niners defense, even though it's still an imitation of the defense of the Steelers and the Ravens back in the day, it's still up to par now in today's day and age. So the offense is gonna have to score a good amount of points next week against the Eagles if they even want to stand a chance, because they know 19 points gonna do it. They're gonna have to score at least 28, maybe 30. And then Bengals and the Bills. That was kind of a letdown. It's kind of like if the Bills gave up after before even the first half was even over. It was very pedestrian, very stuck, lackluster offense for all that money they put in. I mean, you had Stephon Diggs, Beasley. You had, I think, Knox or like Gabriel Davis or whatever. You have all those offensive weapons there. You have at least a good 4 or 5 offensive weapons. And then you have the defense. I know Von Miller and DeMar Hamlin, them were out. Those are all starters. They're key presence. But, I thought they would have fought a little better, but that was lackluster as well. Jacksonville, they honestly could have gone to overtime with the Chiefs and not beat the Chiefs if the guy didn't fumble the ball close to the 5-yard line. And then you have Trevor Lawrence throwing a, interception back-to-back turnovers and back-to-back offensive plays once they got out again. That put the nail in the coffin right there for me for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But hats off to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They actually had a good year. People didn't expect them to make it to the playoffs. They didn't expect them at all. And what's the other one? As a matter of fact, y'all, you have a good day, all right? I'm tired of this motherfucker right here up on the panel, guys. He's so dirty. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, get back up here. Get back up.
He goes
Get
talk
back
for
up
the whole
here.
20 minutes.
Oh,
No, well, I was like, y'all got to talk for an hour and a half, so I'm finishing up. I'm gonna finish up. Let me bring it home. You had the Giants and the Eagles. Listen, hey, I don't know why this talk that Daniel Jones is that special. He ain't. He's a middle of the pack, middle of the tier quarterback. He can run.
I fell for that bullshit. I thought, this nigga might do something. I was wrong.
Hey, but you know what? I can't hate on him because he also, got him to the playoffs, beat the Vikings, who were a middle of the pack. Like JBJ said, they're a good record team, but they weren't exactly a great team. They just had a good record. I knew they kind of had their struggles in between at times, but the thing is, the Vikings had a lot of offensive weapons. Now, when the Giants have to play the Eagles, which is the top dog, you got to see the difference in the tier level of competition that the Eagles can deliver. And I personally want to see the Eagles and the Chiefs, or the Eagles and the Bengals. Either one of those. I personally don't. I don't want to see I'm glad for the Niners, but I think the Eagles are going to go. Just as I think the Eagles got the better offense, the Niners got the better defense. And I think the Eagles are going to have, more of a balanced team. That's just me. And this dude want to keep talking shit in the private chat. I got you. Haterade.
All right.
Oh, by the way, that was a great show. Shout out to JBJ. Shout out to Wally, the weekly drive. Shout out to What We Know Podcast, Sports Talk with Rob and JT. Shout out to Hater Note, not Death Note. That's Hater Note. Yeah, man. Please make sure you subscribe. Hit the link, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal, Venmo. Leave a comment on the replay.
Sure, we want
All
all
that to help all these content channels.
Well, check it. With that being said, Death Note, you on board? Marcus just gave us a goddamn monologue.
Hey, it's funny because I'm walking back into the room right now. Really? You done?
About my grace. Go for it, sir.
You done?
I think he's talking to his child.
Nah. My child is Marcus in that case.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Damn.
Go there, no.
Pause. Pause on.
Nah, so it was a good show. I actually managed to get downstairs and get my drink and everything by the time he finished. So that was great. Thank you, Marcus, for doing your normal. Yeah, so but yeah, otherwise good show, you know what I'm saying? Thank everybody for coming through. And yeah, we're gonna talk some really good football. Make sure you guys show up in the back chat. I'm not gonna tell you guys to hit cash apps and all that good stuff because Marcus already did it for us. So yeah, that's all I got.
All right, bet in the bag of chips. Look, y'all, we came, we saw, we conquered. We're not gonna talk about this week, but the people that won, congratulations to y'all, and we're not gonna talk about anything else. If y'all want to come up and join us, hit the link, come to the back chat, talk to us, talk about this shit, talk shit to anybody you want to, not me though. And we're gonna catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Peace.